Islam, Shalom, Hola, Aloha, Assalamu Alaikum, Osio, Bonjour. This is your brother Zach Bay, Indigenous American Moor, coming to you live and in full effect. Thank you for joining me once again. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I'm dropping new content. Leave a comment down below and interact with me. Thank you. I really do appreciate your viewership. Let's jump right into it. Today's topic, I wanted to speak a little bit on the 7 deadly sins. Alright, so biblically or prophetically, the 7 deadly sins have pretty much been like principalities or entities or energies that have been pretty much plaguing or corrupting mankind since the beginning to remove us from the righteous path that the Most High God has set us on. So the fact that we have free will and the ability to choose, and we have the knowledge of good and evil, of right and wrong, allegedly taken from the fruit of the tree that we were not supposed to eat from. All right. So, as the story goes, the legend, the tale, the myth, once mankind fell, once they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil and life and death, then our time here upon this plane was shortened, and we gained a knowledge of good and evil and life and death, right and wrong. So, these entities or principalities or energies, these sins have been right there. I believe like the first sin was like envy, and then like wrath. When you think of the story of Cain and Abel, Cain was jealous of his younger brother Abel gifts, the gifts and the praises that he gave to the Most High. He always felt that his was lacking, and Abel would always get more praise, and I guess more blessings from the Most High God. And Cain was jealous of that, and he became envious. And through his envy and jealousy, he became vengeful, and he took his wrath upon his own brother and struck him down. Alright, so I'm just going to name these 7 deadly sins, and I really want to talk about how I'm really seeing like these entities and these principalities really being praised and worshipped here, like online, on the internet, and in this modern world that we're living in today. I want to start off with lust. If anybody's a fan of the Full Metal Alchemist anime series, the homunculus were all named after the 7 deadly sins. Alright, so I said we have lust. The spirit of lust is out here every single day when you see people fiending off of booty models on IG, or girls bending over twerking and showing all their flesh, showing all their assets out for the world. You know what I'm saying? Just lusting after the flesh, men and women. It just seems so commonplace now, I would say. They have these things called thirst traps that they say people post. A thirst trap to see who's thirsty, to see who's lusting. For real, that's exactly what it is. It's a lust trap. Worshiping the spirit of lust. You know what I'm saying? Greed is really big out here. Like, go get the bag. Money rules everything around me. Cream, dollar bill, y'all. Come on, man. Like, those staples in the community. If you don't have an emotion, You're not about anything. Come on. Get rich or die trying. Come on, it's like these are staples in not just our community, but like everywhere. It's just commonplace now. Be greedy. Get as much as you can. Get yours before the next man gets his. You know, it doesn't matter how you get it, as long as you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to just, try to make this stuff really easy to see and to spot, because those with, they say you have the eyes to see, you have the ears to hear. You know what I'm saying? You really have to have the proper discernment to really see these spirits out here working. And they're not working for us. It might seem glamorous, you know what I'm saying? But like they said, they said Lucifer was the most beautiful angel in heaven, but he was the most wicked. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who actually challenged the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? So, but they say he was the most beautiful. So you just have to really, really be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because like everything that sparkles, you know what I'm saying, isn't gold and diamonds. You know what I'm saying? So, after greed, we have envy. You know what I'm saying? Envy, that's jealousy. That's being envious of what someone else has. If you want to covet and take what your neighbor has, what your brother has, what your fellow man has, and it's not always physical. You know what I'm saying? It's not always physical that you want to take what someone else has, or have possession over something, and being hateful towards them, so hateful that you're willing to end them in order to get what they have. That's envy. And they say when somebody's envious or like jealous,
have to get away from the Babylon.
You know what I'm saying? You know what else is green?
Get away.
Fiat currency. So you really have to be careful about the spirit of envy out here, because
I know that we are leaving.
jealous people out here that will
Have
hurt
to
you.
get away
Hurt you
from the
physically,
Babylon.
that'll hurt you spiritually, that'll hurt you mentally, just because
Get
they want
away.
what you have. And what you have might not always be physical. You know what I'm saying, fam? You have to really be careful out here in the streets.
I know that we are
The next
leaving.
principality, the next deadly
Have to
sin,
get away from the Babylon.
glutton, being a glutton. That means
Get away.
partaking too much of anything. They say too much of anything is a
I
bad
know
thing.
that we are leaving.
So it pretty much spoils you, and we use this word "spoil" as in like somebody draping you with lavish things, somebody giving you what your heart desires, stuff like that. You know, they say these women out here want to be spoiled and stuff like that, but the real meaning, the connotative meaning of spoiled is being ruined, something that's ruined. All right. So the spirit of gluttony out here is very close to greed, but gluttony is pretty much what you can put in your mouth. So it's people out here overeating and becoming morbidly obese, and the things that they're eating are not nutritious, it's not healthy, it's not beneficial at all, and they're just eating and they're just feeding in order to fill a hole or a void that can never be filled. The food that they're eating has no taste, it has no nourishment, it has no sustenance. It was this one scene from the first Pirates of the Caribbean, when it was called the Curse of the Black Pearl, right? So the pirates who stole the treasure originally, they were cursed to forever walk as like the undead. So it was one part where he was saying that no matter how much they drink, no matter how much they eat, the food turns to ash in their mouths and will never fill their bellies. The water drips from their lips and never quenches their thirst. So it's like No matter how much you eat, no matter how much you drink, it will never satisfy you. It was another movie, a great film that I always remember, and this one part always stuck out to me. It was the movie, I want to say it was the second Hellboy movie, and it was when he was fighting the Golden Army. All right, so Hellboy and the Golden Army. The prince, the last prince elf, was saying that humans are hollow, envious, petty beings that have a hole in them that can never be filled, that can never be satisfied. That will, it's insatiable, an insatiable appetite, voracious, ravenous, that will consume and spread and devour and end up destroying everything that it touches. And that's the justification that the Prince Elf used in order for him to want to wipe out humanity. But he said that humanity was like a plague upon this planet, and we do nothing but destroy everything that is good. So that part really stuck out to me, because when he was saying how human beings have a hollow space within them that can never be filled, a hunger that can never be satisfied, insatiable, I was like, there's something to this right here. If you ever go back and look at that movie, check out that part. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. Type in Hellboy, Golden Army, the Prince Hollow speech or something like that. Just type in those keywords, and I'm sure you can find that scene where he was talking about how human beings are hollow creatures that can never be satisfied. That part really stuck out to me. It was like the spirit of gluttony is damn near that. It's damn near that spirit, insatiable. Wow, like I really had to go into that, because I really wish I could stitch that scene into this this video I'm making right here, so I could really give you guys the exact imagery in my mind, because I always think about it. That one scene really stuck out to me, because I was like, there's so much truth to that. Just very concerning. The next principality or spirit or entity that I want to speak on, the next deadly sin would be the sin of pride. Being prideful. You think too highly of yourself. You think you're the greatest. You think you're the best. You think God made you perfectly and you can do no wrong. You're unfaulted. Prideful. None of us are perfect. You know what I'm saying? The Most High made us how he made us, but the choices that we have can either make us move toward the greatness that we were created to be, or diminish us from the greatness that we were created to be. So none of us have really reached perfection. None of us have reached a state of enlightenment that's high enough to be like, we resonate on a vibration that's higher than anybody else on this plane of existence right here. So there's some people who believe or who feel that they're that important, that they're that self-righteous, and that's just the spirit of pride right there getting in their way, thinking that they're the greatest and the Most High is not to be honored, because anything that we do here, anything great that we do, is nothing but glory to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We can't do nothing without him all the time. But there's people who are so prideful who think they're the ones with the power. They think they're the ones who are moving these pieces out here, when really they are pieces being moved. Just let that sink in. The next deadly sin will be the spirit of wrath. You want to do something to somebody. You're so angry. You're so vengeful. You have so much hatred inside of you that you want to do something, that you want to destroy something, not build, but you want to destroy something. Now it takes seconds to tear something down, but in order to build something up, it takes time, it takes patience, dedication, it takes material. You can destroy 10 times faster than you can build something. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You build up a Lego masterpiece. It might have taken you months to build up this Lego masterpiece. Each brick by brick, each piece by piece, everything in its right, proper place. Months of work, dedication, time. And then you pick it up above your head and drop it, and within seconds, all of that is gone. Wrath. You get angry. Your judgment gets cloudy. You can't see straight. You might see red. You don't get the green in your eyes, you get the red in your eyes. And you take action and you do something that can't be taken back, like taking a life or destroying something that cannot be rebuilt. If you break an egg, you can never put that egg back in the way that it was originally formed. There's always going to be cracks there, no matter what. Same thing with the glass. A glass goblet. You drinking it, you drop it, it breaks. You can never put it back. It's always going to have cracks in it. It's always going to have seams. It's always going to have holes. It's not going to hold that liquid as it was supposed to. But it's all gone because wrath took over. There was this one saying I heard. It's like a quote. I don't remember who quoted it, but it says, or it could be like a proverb or something, but it was like, revenge is in the hands of the Most High God. Like, whenever you want to take revenge, you don't do it yourself. You give it to God. You give it to the Most High. You let Him take revenge for you. And hey, the book says that He is a vengeful and a jealous God. It doesn't say that He accepts everything, accepts everybody. It doesn't. It says He's a vengeful and a jealous God. That means He'll get jealous because you worshiping something that's not supposed to be worshipped over Him. And you will have to pay for that. The last sin I want to talk about, the principality that I see out here, like it's commonplace, running rampant, is the spirit of sloth. Sloth, we might think about the animal sloth. There's like two species I can think of, the two-toed sloth and the three-toed sloth. But these creatures are incredibly slow. And that's exactly why it's called a sloth. Slow, sluggish, barely moving, not flowing. Not flowing like water. Bruce Lee was like, flowing water or running water never goes stale. So as long as you're flowing, as long as you're moving, you always stay refreshed. But if you're slothful, if you sit stagnant water gets stale, it gets old, it gets dirty. It's impure. It's unclean. Things start to settle in it. Dirt, leaves, mold might start growing. Bacteria, it becomes a cesspool. And that cesspool is not equipped to bring forth productive life. Now, the life that might spring up from that cesspool, I'm not saying that cesspool cannot bring forth life, because even fungi and molds and bacteria are all living. Those are living organisms, bacteria, but all they do is break down and degrade and decompose. So the spirit of sloth that's being represented out here, that's being pushed forward to everybody, laziness, immovability, stagnation, hesitation. It's just so commonplace that people sit on the phone and doom scroll. You scrolling up and down. Next thing you know, 2 hours went by, 3 hours went by. Your whole afternoon is gone and you didn't accomplish anything. You were slothful. You go to sleep, you wake up, you hear your alarm go off, you hit the snooze button. You might even turn off that alarm and turn back over and get some more sleep and completely miss the appointment, completely miss the timing that you were supposed to rise because you were slothful, you were lazy, you did not want to move, you did not want to get the ball rolling. I'm really just trying to make this video and just, let people know that these deadly sins are really out here operating and they just running rampant. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see these spirits and these principalities like in people, in their actions, day and night. It's so obvious. It's like they're almost possessed by these spirits and they have no will of their own. And it's becoming commonplace. Like, there are literally influencers, content creators who are allegedly influencers, and what they're influencing are these deadly sins. Gluttony, sitting down and gorging on massive amounts of food, knowing that this person is only going to purge that out afterwards. And purging is like, force vomiting, you know what I'm saying? Forcing yourself to vomit in order to clear your stomach. But that's exactly what these some of these content creators who sit and eat like huge platters of food, just being gluttonous. And then the models making thirst traps, lust. Then the influencers who have the private jets and all the automobiles and the huge mansions, and people putting the money phone, the stack of money up to the ear, the money phone. I can only hear money calling. Greed. Come on, man. Shameful. It's shameful. Like, social media is like the perfect place for these energies and these principalities to take hold and to reach any and everybody who's willing to put their energy and their spirit into it. Honestly, the way people are worshiping these deadly sins, and that's become so commonplace, it really makes me think of that show American Gods. And in the show American Gods, they say pretty much anything can be a god, anything that people are willing to worship. The internet, technology, old gods, new gods. If you ever get a chance to watch that show, I would say season 1, because that was the best one for me. Season 1 of American Gods, very, very good show. If you can look at it with your third eye open, you can decipher it. And you can see the gems that they're trying to leave in there. And it shows you how there are multiple gods. Anything that someone is willing to worship is a god. And some lose power because they have less worshipers. Others gain power by having more worshipers. You know what I'm saying? So, very, very concerning. I want to end this video by going over the 7 heavenly virtues. I might make a part 2 to this and actually go in more depth by what the 7 heavenly virtues are. But I just want to end this on a positive note to get the vibration back higher. The 7 heavenly virtues are prudence, justice, temperance, courage, faith, hope, and charity. Alright, so these are pretty much the exact opposite of these 7 deadly sins. Alright, I want to say those again. Prudence, justice, temperance, courage, faith, hope, and charity. Those are the 7 heavenly virtues that the Most High gave each and every one of us to actually do and carry out here in order to combat the negative energies of these 7 deadly sins. Alright, so I really wanted to just touch base with you on that and give you a little bit of information that's been on my heart and on my mind. So you know what to look out for, honestly. Anybody who's out there. Once again, this is your brother Zach Bay, Indigenous American Moor. Thank you for joining me. Peace.